Everybody, welcome to another edition of Top 5 in 5. 5 stocks in 5 minutes to watch for tomorrow. These are all short-term trades. As always, please subscribe to this channel and click notifications because if you're not catching this within the first 24 to 48 hours, it could still be valuable, but it just won't hold the same weight. So let's just jump right into it here. Some of these are going to be earnings-based. Others are just going to be based upon the chart. We're looking for quick hits right now because of what's transpired on the Qs, right? And we can just throw this out there really quickly just to get on the same page. Okay, this is where you're at on the index. Not exactly, we're just going to use the SPY. Just not really a ringing endorsement of wanting to put a ton of risk on until maybe we get over the 8. So we're looking for those kinds of trades where we just lock it in, okay? First one is APP. You'll remember it from yesterday. We had a level right here. You can go back and look at yesterday's video. 104.67 was our swing. We're up 10 points on the trade. When you break these upper channels like this, you can go parabolic. So what I'm really looking for, let me drop that down, put this one right here. All I'm looking for is a trade tomorrow. If I can get over that 116.09, and I will link all the key levels I'll put on here for all the names. But if you can get over that 116.09, you're golden. You're going to wind up moving up again. When you break these kinds of levels, you can go parabolic. This is setting up for it. This was a 10% move from there, but there could be more here for sure. Blink came out with earnings, and they weren't great. The revenues were up a little bit, but it's a small company. The reason it's on the list is because I went through 3 lenders tonight because I was looking at a possible short position and after hours, and I couldn't find stock to borrow. What that means to me is that this could get squeezed tomorrow. Because if you don't have stock, if I can't find stock, and I have some pretty good borrows, if I can't find stock, it's probably going to be very difficult for other people to find stock. So if I know that, and people are in this, then I have to really watch this range. So I'm going to watch this range tonight, but I would just tell you that, look, let's get rid of this for a minute, okay? And if you get above this high tomorrow and you open up there, let's pull this up. So let's make sure we're on the same page. Let's pull up the daily. It'll be easier that way. So if you can just simply get above there tomorrow, there we go. Okay, 35.90. You have to see where we actually open versus where we're at now. But if you get above there, you could see a squeeze, at least in the morning. And you're not looking for much. I mean, these would be your key levels. 35.90 would be the stop, but you'd be looking at 38.76. And just going to want to see how it reacts to those levels. But usually I can find a borrow. And the fact that I couldn't makes me think that, you know, it's a possibility that it gets squeezed a little bit. RBLX, Roblox. So let's just talk about this for a moment, okay? One, if you ever watched that candlestick video I did of those 3 patterns, okay, those 3 candlestick patterns that are powerful, you will recognize this one is a bullish harami, okay? So all you're looking for is to get above that level. What else is nice about this? You're looking for 100 and, let's call it 150, right? $100.50. Look at this. Look at that wedge line. So getting above that could drive us higher, and I'd be looking for that. Then you're going to have to see how we react to this level, right here. Get this 104 level, and then this 110 level. But I like this a lot, and I would look at this tomorrow. It acted pretty good today. Okay. RIVN, we're going to have to pull this down, and we're going to have to look at a much shorter time frame chart, right? Because we need at least 30 data points for this to be significant, okay? And if you could do me a favor, please, and share this and comment. I purposely don't run ads, so we're just going to do a value exchange. I don't want ads in the middle of this. I don't want to waste anybody's time. If you find value, share it, please. So here's where you're at, 119.45. So now you know where support is. We can get rid of these indicators because they're kind of immaterial. But if you trade up against this level, okay, right up in here, I think it's actually a little higher, 125, and you get through the 125 level, you're going to see another litany of people step in and buy the stock because they're not going to want to miss it. Again, we're just looking for a trade here. You don't have a lot of data right? If we did have a lot of data, I'd probably have a much larger interest in it, but that's really what you're looking at, and it's playing out beautifully right now. Finally, the fifth one is spot, and we're just going to talk about this for a moment. So he came out with earnings, okay, right here, and then we ran up, and this was one that we actually had in the top 5 before, and we said the target was 301, and we got there, and then you can just see the little inversion, right? I'll call it an evening star, and then it breaks down, attempts to go, and then you just reject resistance, and usually that comes a retest of what? Support when you break resistance, and that's kind of what we did, right? So when that's how it trades. Anyway, let's go into the indicators, and you can see that you are holding what? You seem to be holding this 21-day, right? Not closing below it. But what you have is you have all these down days. Now you have this little green bar here, right? Again, that 3 candlestick pattern video I'll link at the end of this. This is a homing pigeon. So all I have to do is get above this line tomorrow, 280. The reason I think that this might happen is they came out tonight and announced that they're buying an audiobook company. So if they're going to go after Audible and they're going to explain this in detail, this could get a pop on that. And I don't think people are really understanding the news and what they're trying to do. When Spotify gets involved in something, they are beyond deadly, right? I mean, more people listen to podcasts on Spotify and pay for it than listen on Apple for free. I mean, it's insane the value that they add. So what you're really looking for, get rid of these. Couple key levels that we've already broken, which are really good, right? We're already above that, but get above that wick line. So you're looking for 280 tomorrow. And this does have the potential to continue to grind higher if you're trying to stay in for a longer trade. So that's it. I hope everybody had a great trading day and trade sharp.